Do you want to do your twerking with your lower back?
You're welcome.
I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out.
Hey weirdos, so today we are back for another video. I'm sorry that we did not put a video on Thursday. Here's what happened.
Life.
I have been sick. I'm currently still sick, and I've been sick because of our apartment. Our apartment has been making me sick. I don't know, I'm having some like respiratory problems. I don't know, I just got problems on problems.
Yeah.
But we are gonna be doing a video today where we give you guys advice. And because, you know, Sam and I get a lot of messages from you guys being like, I need help with this, I need help with this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? We're not professionals.
Why are you asking us?
We are not licensed psychologists, okay?
Nope.
But so we are not licensed psychologists. We are just gonna help you with, you know, some advice that you guys need. Hopefully this helps some of you guys. A lot of you guys have the same questions, so we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna answer some of you guys', you know, questions. We're gonna give the best advice we can.
Yeah. And we hope that you guys talk to each other. If you guys have similar questions or want to find like any support, like put in the comments down below, hey, in need of a friend, or I'm having this issue or whatnot, and talk to each other, help each other.
How do I even start talking to my crush?
Just make it casual. The thing is, people put a lot of time and energy focused on how they're going to talk to someone or how they're going to tell someone they like them. Just do it. Life is too short. You can get hit by a bus tomorrow. Like, just do it.
Just do it, and don't get hit by a bus.
Take that fake apology and shove it right up your hairy.
Also,
can you help me figure out how to have my parents be more okay with me being gay? Please help. But I think that you should just start talking to your parents.
Yeah.
I mean, don't bring up the fact that you're gay. Just kind of see how they feel in general about the gay community, and
you know, little leeway conversations like that can help you either bring up the conversation right then and make it a right moment, or it can let you know, hey, maybe it's not the right moment. And also, you kind of have to think as well, when parents have kids, they plan a future for their child, and they always want their child to be happy and safe and loved. And the fact that the gay community still kind of is a bit of a taboo is scary for some parents.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, for example, like my mom was scared, you know, just because you don't know other people's opinions and how extreme they can be. So just give it time. Don't give up. I mean, family is really important. So yeah, just give it time, and they may surprise you.
Can you guys help me find out what is my sexuality? I'm a girl, by the way.
First off, I think when you're first figuring out your sexuality, don't label it.
Yeah, and also,
labels.
Also, we can't tell you who you are. You're the only person that can tell you who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you, like she even said, don't label it. Society has this thing about putting labels on people. If you don't want to be a lesbian, don't be a lesbian. If you don't want to be, you know, bi, you don't have to label yourself as bi. If you just want to date people and date people, whether it be a boy or a girl, whether it be someone who identifies as no gender, like, then date that person. Don't worry about the label, because eventually you'll have enough life experience to where you'll figure out exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that matters. That's the only important thing.
How do you deal with a chronic illness every day? I have a stomach bug and can't eat dairy, a lot of meat, or very much gluten, and I feel like I'm dying every day. Any advice on how to survive? The first thing you can do is, number one, find out what's wrong with you. Number two, cut out what you're clearly allergic to or have an intolerance to.
Yeah, and only just put in your body like what feels good. That's what I did. I could eat meat, but I don't know, I just don't like the way that it like made me feel, and I just changed that. Just do whatever makes you feel the most comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the rest is history.
I don't know what career to choose. I haven't been studying for 6 months because I was not admitted to any university, and I'm slowly falling into a depression. Never feel that you have to choose what your career is going to be. I wish it was mandatory for all high school graduates to take a year or two off before going to college, because if you jump right into school and think that you know what you want, you could change your mind and all of a sudden end up in so much debt because you decided to go down a different career path.
And not only that, you decided to change your major 6 different times. And like off of that, like I didn't have enough life experience until I was about 25. Yeah. I feel like at 25 is when I kind of started to realize maybe what I wanted to do. I'm sorry, no 18-year-old should have to make a decision on what school or what major they should choose because you're still a child. 18-year-old is still a child. You've barely had any jobs. You've barely had any life experience outside of being in school. So it's like, just take that time. Don't feel like you have to rush it because you don't. You have time to decide whatever you want to do. Even if you wait till you're 30, you still have time. What should I do if my crush tells me they like me but they never liked a girl before, so they aren't sure about it?
You were new too.
Yeah.
You were new in the lesbian world before. Don't automatically cancel someone out from the possibility of dating them just because they've never been with, you know, a same-sex partner before or whatnot. Because everybody's new. Everyone's been there.
I really like to dress in clothes from the men's section, but my mom says no, as usual. Should I just buy stuff and say it's women's, or stand up to her and basically say fuck off? Love from England. Don't tell your mom to fuck off. Yeah. Unless you guys have that relationship, then like tell your mom to fuck off. But here's the thing, you shouldn't have to lie about who you are in the way that you express yourself. Clothes are a way to express yourself. And I think it takes a long time for a lot of people to figure out the way that they feel comfortable. Like I never would have worn what I was wearing years ago because I was still so insecure with feeling like I couldn't wear men's clothing without feeling like people were gonna label me as this like super masculine like lesbian. And I'm not like that. Like I'm still feminine. I'm still me.
Yeah. But in her own way.
Yeah, I'm just me in my own way. I just put on clothes that make me feel comfortable. So whatever makes you feel comfortable, don't let anyone tell you that you can't do that. Yeah. Because it's your life in the end.
Granted, if your mom is paying for your clothing, if you're still living at home, explain to her why it's important that you do choose clothes that you feel confident in, because ultimately clothing is a way to identify, you know, to be your own person and to make your own identity.
Yeah, you're the one that's going to have to leave the house every day. Would you rather you leave and want to, you know, shy away because you're so insecure about what you're wearing, or would you rather wear something that you feel confident in, you feel like a 10 in? So feel like a 10. I'm sure you're a 10 anyways.
If you feel like a 10 in a clown suit, wear a clown suit. Do it.
As a lesbian, I always feel more filtered about my female friends when they make comments about each other's butts or whatever. I just feel like I can't chime in even though I just view them as friends and want to give them a compliment. I just want to have a normal friendship help.
I actually get that. I 100% get that, because I remember when I first came out, it was hard for me because I felt that my girlfriends would feel sheltered and kind of closed off to me because they thought maybe I would be attracted to them or something. But you kind of have to just play it by your own friends. I mean, talk and have an open discussion with them. If you really feel like, you know, that you potentially could not offend, but could make them feel uncomfortable, say something. Be like, hey, like, are you guys cool, you know, with me if I say something or joke around? Just have open dialogue.
That's the only way to get through it, because if you don't, then you're just going to always wonder what they think if you say something. You might as well just have the conversation.
And I mean, you'll find that some friends are a little, you know, put off by it, and you'll find that others don't really care.
Can you give me an advice to come out with my grandma? Because she is really homophobic, but is my favorite person in the world, and I tell her everything.
Remember that people of older generations, it is still very weird to them, because when they were our age, it was an even bigger taboo than it is now. People hid themselves and hid their sexuality. My great-grandmother, she was literally one of my favorite people in the entire world, and I never told her I was gay. And to me, it wasn't so much that she wouldn't accept it, because frankly, I think she would have accepted it. But it's the fact that I didn't want to ruin the relationship if by chance she wouldn't accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it was just my personal choice to do that. So, I mean, it's your personal choice to decide who you tell. And, you know, if you think that the relationship could alter or not. Any tips to help with stress? I'm going to see someone soon, but that won't be for a few weeks and after exams.
I'm very good with stress.
You are very good.
She is not. I think that you just have to, honestly, it sounds so dumb, but you just need to try and relax. Everything that's going to happen is going to happen, regardless of if it's going to happen in a good way or bad way. You can't control what's going to happen.
Alyssa tells me this like daily.
Yeah, like I don't know why like you need to stress out, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. In the end, not only that, in the end it always works out.
Yeah.
So you just
either
need
the
to
person's going to like
understand
you
that.
for you or they're not.
Yeah.
Regardless of if you stress. Was it stressful for you when you were meeting me for the first time?
No, it wasn't like stressful. It was more of just like
Nervous.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But it wasn't stressful because I was like, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I can't control that.
Yeah.
So.
What if I was a serial killer and you decided to come and stay with me for the whole weekend?
Well, I can't control if you're gonna kill me. So I've been questioning my gender for a good 6 months, and every time I think about it, I just get really stressed because I don't know. I'm biologically female, and most days I feel like male or female. I don't feel like male or female, but sometimes I feel like I'm more on the guy side.
So what it sounds like is you need to pause.
Mm-hmm.
Stop thinking about it and don't focus on it. Just because you are born biologically female does not mean that you have to portray yourself or identify yourself as biologically female. If you don't have to decide right now. If you're confused or you think that maybe you feel like you just don't belong in one bucket, give yourself time.
Yeah.
Don't
But
label
also,
it.
like, just go talk to someone.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with going to talk to someone. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You're not a weird person for wanting to talk to someone, like, especially therapy. People, I feel like it's such taboo. It's like, oh, don't go to therapy, you might have problems. But it's
Yeah.
like, you don't. You're trying to figure out yourself, and just talk to someone, because the more you talk about it, the more you get it out there, the more you're probably going to realize who you really are.
Yeah, but don't feel that you have to put yourself or check off one of the boxes right now. You don't.
All right, last question. Any tips for finding LGBT plus friends as someone under 18? Love you guys.
Ooh.
I would say get on Tumblr. Get on some sort of social media. When I was 18, I think, 19, whatever, I don't know. That was when Tumblr kind of like started, and that's where a lot of people went because they realized they couldn't talk to people in their real life, or they couldn't relate to someone in their real life. And that's the great thing about social media, is that there's someone out there like you. There's also going to be someone out there that wants the same exact thing as you, wanting to find those people to connect to. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there and to like talk to people and get on Tumblr. There's a lot of gay people on Tumblr.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gay people on all social medias. I mean, find like people like in the comments of like this video and reach out to them, because I'm sure there's someone who also watches our videos in your area, and you guys could be gay friends.
Yeah.
But anyways, we hope that you guys enjoyed this video. We hope that, you know, it helped some of you guys out. A lot of you guys, like we said, have a lot of the same questions.
Yeah. Talk to each other.
Yeah. Talk to each other in the comments. Ask some advice in the comments. And if you are someone that feels like you can answer that question for another person, go and answer it and have that conversation. Become gay friends, and we love it. And that's amazing.
Yes.
But if you enjoyed this video and maybe want us to do another one, give this video a big ol' thumbs up. Also, what should they do?
You should subscribe, because we put out new videos every Monday and Thursday.
Unless we're sick.
Unless we're sick.
Alright, anyways, we love you guys. But don't make it weird.
Always make it weird. I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. I feel like the life ain't mine. Who can relate?